Hi everyone, today I would like to discuss about performing a binary classification and cross-validation in Azure ML Studio and Azure ML Designer. The interface which you are seeing is Azure ML Studio. So Azure ML Studio is a V1 version, whereas Designer is a V2 version. So Designer is an updated version, but you have to pay to use Designer, but you can use the Studio for free. So I'm just entering the experiment name, binary classification ML Studio. So for this problem where I'm using the dataset which is already existed in the Azure database. I think it's a binary classification dataset. You can visualize the dataset by clicking on visualize. You can see different columns, 15 different columns and 32,561 rows. The target label is belongs to two classes, whether it is a less than 50,000 or greater than 50,000. So basically it's a binary classification problem since we have two classes. So since the data set size is too huge, so I would like to reduce the size of the dataset because we'll be training them different machine learning models. If we use full dataset, it will take a lot of time to train and perform cross validation. So that's the reason why I would like to resize the dataset. Just take random 20% of the data points. So we will use split partition and sample module. Here we will connect the data and we'll just take 20% of the data sampling. We don't if you want to say stratify, we can do that as well. So income, we are stratifying based on the target column income. Click OK. We'll just write something about sampling the data just to remain what we are doing. And if you right click and run the module, it takes a couple of seconds. Yes, now you can see the size of the data set. Yes, there are 15 columns, but if you see the number of rows, from 32,000 rows we just have now 6,500 rows. So we have reduced the dataset size. And now what we are gonna do is, since the dataset has some missing columns, this dataset has some missing columns. I knew it because I have worked on this dataset. Even you can see that you can right click and visualize. You can see if you click on every column, it will give you some statistical information about each column. So if you can see, there is a missing values, number of missing values. There are 365 missing values in this particular column. So by clicking on each column, you can see what are the number of missing values in each of the column. That's how you perform different imputation techniques based on how you want to impute and how you want to deal with each column. So for time being, what I'm trying to do is just replace all the missing values with zeros. Basically I want to include all the columns, so there is no point in selecting the columns. And I want to do some custom imputation. I want to replace all the missing values with 0. That's fine for me because I'm not worried about accuracy or precision metrics. I'm just doing for demo purpose, and so I'm just imputing all the missing values with 0 and right clicking and I'm running it. You can see that this module has run, the tick has appeared. So now what we are gonna do is we're gonna perform a binary classification. First we minimize this. We don't want to do shift selection as well. We want to fit a machine learning model. What machine learning model we want to fit is a binary classification. So we want to choose a classification techniques. We need a classification. We will train 2-3 different models. We'll train logistic regression as well. We'll train a neural network and we'll train a support vector machine. So these are the 4 different techniques which we want to try on our dataset, and we want to do cross validation approach. default cross validation is 10, so we just connect the algorithm which we want to cross validate, and we collect the cleaning data, the data which we want to give to the model. So default value is 10-fold cross validation. I'll just write 10-fold validation. So it's a 10-fold cross validation, so it will use 9 folds as training and 1 fold as testing. You can see it is giving error. That's because we didn't select what is the target label for the to perform the binary classification. So we will select income is our target label. We'll click OK. So now the error is gone. The same thing we'll do for rest of the 3 algorithms as well. We want to perform a k-fold cross validation 10-fold. We will select which kind of model we want to use, and we'll select the clean data. The same with the other models as well. I'll just keep it here because it's taking a lot of space, and I wanna. You can see whenever you are trying to bring the connection, it will show a green dot. That means you cannot connect here. It shows a green dot. You have to connect there. So it makes sure that we are not making any wrong connection. So we have to select the columns for each of the other 3 models as well. We didn't select. I will select income is my target label. Here also I will select income is my target label. Launch the column. Yeah, income is my target label, and here also we will select income as our target label. So yes, we are ready. We have made all the connections. The coming back again, this is our data set. We have taken only 20% of the data because we are training different algorithms. It takes a lot of time to train. We have done missing value mutation, and then we have used 4 different classifiers, 4 different binary classifiers. If you can see the number 2, which implies it's a binary classification, and first one is decision tree, then is a random for logistic regression. Then we used a 2-class neural network. I didn't tune the parameters. I'm just entering some 10 nodes and 10 iterations because otherwise it takes a lot of time to train. And then I'm using a 2-class support vector machine, so everything is good. We can hit on run button to train all the classifiers. Yes, all my models were finished training. I think it took 1 minute for me to train all these 4 models. Since the dataset size is very small, it didn't take much time. So I'm just revisiting what I have done. I have taken a dataset, I have done partition, I have done missing value imputation, and then I have used 4 different classifiers to perform binary classification. You can see we have performed a 10-fold cross validation. We will see what are our results. We can see the results by each fold or scored results. As first we will see the scored result. What is it? You can see what is the fold assignments and for different folds, and what is the target label, what is the scored label, like what is the predicted value for each of the label, actual value and predicted value. It's 0 and 0.35. These are the probabilities which is predicted. And if you want to see what is the result for each fold, like how the model is performing for each fold, because we train on 9 different folds and we test on 10th fold. So we can see for fold number 0 what are the performance metrics: accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, AUC, and average loss and training loss. Therefore all the folds we can see from 0 to 9, which means 10 different folds, and what is the mean accuracy, mean standard deviation, and all these metrics we can see. That's it from my end. Thank you very much.